This is our electronic foot pressure sensor plate, model Podiastat. So it has got sensors, membrane sensors in the gray area. The green area is the electronic, and it is connected through a USB cable to a computer. The power supply for this device is drawn from the computer, so you don't need any extra power supply. So you have to keep it on a flat surface, a stable flat surface, and the thickness is very thin actually, so you don't need any separate platform for keeping this. So very simple to use. Now first we will see how a static measurement is done. So patient has to stand with both the foot facing this sensor. So now this is the static position. When they are walking or standing with the pant, we have to ask them to lift it or fold it so that only the foot will be making contact. Okay, this is for static. He has to stand there. Even for postural also the same position. He has to stand. Now we will see the dynamic. So now patient will be walking on the mat. It's a normal stride. He should not stop and then walk. So 2-3 steps away and then he can walk. Now we will be doing the right foot. Okay. So this is the correct way of walking on the platform. So you should not stand or you should not keep both the foot while walking. Only one foot at a time for walking. For static, both foot together. So this is the icon for it, Podiastat. Double click it. Goes to the front screen. You can see our register, the product registration number and other things, and automatically takes you to the patient page. You can see here on the top you will see file, utilities, statistics, configuration, help. So in the file, okay, there are few menus. Correspondence, this is nothing but the consultants. So you can add as many consultant name you want. So this will be required when you are doing the test. The operator has to select the name of the doctor. So for that purpose, you can type it there, but you can make it as a single entry, one-time entry. You can edit it using this. You can add it with this plus sign. So you can add any number of consultants. Then the next one is clinical exam. So some standard patterns we are given actually for everything. Okay, for foot we see, okay, different types of arches. Okay, so these things you can edit, or if you want you can add. So these things you can include it in the measurement when you are doing the actual test on the patient. And then comes complaints. You can type all the nature of standard complaints from the patient, okay, with using the plus sign. So already I have some two. For example, I have done flat foot, so pain in left knee and heel. So once you do it, and you can also edit them. You can create as many as relevant complaints as a keywords, so that you need not type every time. So you can just select them and then put it in the measurement. Professions. This is actually mainly for research purpose. Okay, you can classify your patients. Okay, so there may be a factory worker whose job is to always stand for 8 hours continuously. There may be a sedentary workers like some executives where they hardly walk. So like that you can create, depending on the job profile, you can create different patient workflow based on the workflow. So this, suppose in case you are doing some research or some studies, so this will help. It will help you when you are doing some filtering it out. You can take all the patient input related to factory worker or related to sedentary job worker like. Based on that, we can see whether any correlation in the foot pressure or the arch of the patients. So for that purpose, it is useful actually. And then again, okay, quit means you can exit the software. Okay, next utilities, exam exportation. That means actually if you want to export a particular patient data, so these are the few database I already have available. Suppose over a period of time you may have enormous amount of data. So in that case, you can search the patient details, then you will get those patient information, and then you can say next. Okay, and then if the same patient multiple time means, then you can select and then say, then where do you want to export the destination file? So automatically it will be saved to that location. Same way, you can also import. You can import data from some other same similar machine from your some other branch you have one more machine. So from there you are getting some data for comparison. So in that case, for import you can use the same method. Once you press import, then it will ask for the location. So if you have a pen drive or some other location, you can find the location and then you can bring the data inside. Statistics, not much use actually. The list maybe have some use. So if you have multiple consultants, so you can find out how many patients are being viewed by that particular consultant. Okay. Maybe for some kind of organizational or administrative work, if you want to evaluate or if you want to see how much each uh, consultants have contributed, you can see. Same way, you can also see for filtering it out, patient by complaint. Okay. So if you want, you can people who say knee pain or something like that. So all the patients who are listed as knee pain will be shown actually. Same way patient by profession. So if you want to see only factory workers, okay, then it will show you the list. So the entire list will be shown. This is only a list of patients. So you can only take a printout. Okay. Doesn't give you much input. Configuration parameters. Here you don't have to change much. The only thing you can change is the pressure unit. Okay. You can say gram per centimeter square, kilopascal, kPa, and then Newton centimeter square. You can select whichever one you want. But once you select, it will get activated only when you are closing and then opening the software again only. Okay. So the rest of the things you please do not change anything. The general, the database, okay, the colors. Kindly do not alter any pattern. But all you've done anything, there is always a default. You can select default. You can see here. The colors if you see here, okay, you have a default. So once you change to default, you will get the previous normal colors selected. Medical office is nothing but the hospital name and address. So I have some address already here keyed in. On the right side, you have the logo. You can by changing the logo, you can change it. So these will come on the print actually. Okay. So these input can be so one time. The information on the top all are one time only. Rights of access, this is mainly suppose you want to give access and some set password to the user, then you can give it, but normally we don't advise to do this. You can just leave this actually. Okay, these are the four menus are used one time. You may not be requiring it every time. You don't have to open and do this. So once you do it, and then this, unless otherwise you add certain things, you don't need it actually. Help. Okay, this is about us. Okay. So it gives our address and then the serial number of this device. Okay, in case of any service, we may be requiring this. We don't have to register. It's all pre-registered software. Then now in the bottom you can see patient. exam, acquisition, analysis, compare, and video. So this device has also has an option of connecting a video camera, uh, especially for dynamic walking. You can see how the stamping of the foot is happening. So you can compare the pressure and also the actual walking style. We have certain cameras we can recommend you, or if you have any good quality webcam, you can use it. Only thing is the length of the cable should be large enough. Keep it little away so that you can be able to check the leg positioning actually. So that is inbuilt. That's available inbuilt. You can just connect and then you can do it. So patient, usually by default it will be in the patient only. You can see in the bottom next below you have a plus. Plus means new. Whenever you get a new patient, select it. Whenever the patient comes for the review or repeat test, always go for this search one. When you click search, it will show the entire database, and if the database is too big, then here you have search. So you can search with the name and then you can collect actually. So automatically the name has come. So either you can for the new plus for the old, then search, and then this is for modifying any input you made it wrong, then you can modify. So I will do a test, and we will do one entry. So before that, we will see analysis part. This analysis actually when I click is showing some patient report, but if you want you can select and add some other patient. Let's say we will take the same thing. So this particular patient is having a flat foot. You can see the flat foot. So on center of this foot actually it is not making much contact. Okay, and his weight is actually 42 plus 38. Okay, that is his total weight. But out of that, 52% of the weight is on putting on the right side. That is 42 kg and 38 kg on the left side. Okay, the thrust is 52%. See here, 48%. This foot area, the right foot 142 centimeter square and left foot 153 centimeter square. Maybe because here there is some gap here. Uh, Here it is gap is not there, so it additionally it is measuring it. Okay. Whatever mentioned in the blue color, that is for the entire foot. So this is for the entire right foot, the weight, the thrust, and then the foot area. This is for the left foot, and these two, the same foot is divided into half. So on that basis, how much is on the hind and how much on the rear side. Okay, on the rear, see here 64%. Okay, 64 centimeter square out of this 142 is on the back side, whereas on the foot 4 foot it is 78, because naturally the area is bigger, so it is 70. Okay. The thrust 52 is actually making 50-50%. So that's why it's also distribution says 50-50. Take the other foot, out of 153 centimeter square, almost equal 76 and 77 centimeter square is the foot area, and then the distribution you see here 51% and then 49%. So this is on the, and you see here this is the total area, and then this is the maximum pressure. Okay, this is the average pressure. Okay, in Newton centimeter square. So this is the normal printout, and here you can see there's a measurement scale is available. It helps you to do some measurements, like if you want to measure the length. Okay, I click the length. I mean the length. So click here 26.2 centimeter. So automatically you will get that actually. Or if you want to measure the width, 10.4 centimeter. Sometimes pronation, supination. If you want to measure some angle, then you can also measure angle. Angle is here. And if you want to measure some area of some particular spot, it is possible. See here, M indicates maximum pressure. Okay. So area, assuming I want to see here, it gives me the area. So all these things are possible, and all these measurements will come also in the final printout. And if you see here, see wherever you keep the cursor, it will gives you the indication three-dimensional. It gives you the three-dimensional foot. Can increase it and see. So this gives you a better in this foot, left foot, toe is looking like a mountain. So in the pressure on the toe is very high, and this foot heel is showing more. Area wise it is bigger, but pressure wise if you see the metatarsal head, first metatarsal head is the higher pressure. Okay. So it can be seen, and wherever you see the printer uh, icon, that means that particular page can be printed. Okay. And this is the maximum pressure picture, and this one is actually sensor level the pressures actually where I am putting pressure. You can see here. So maximum pressure is in toe. This toe is also having some pressure, and then metatarsal head, heel, and this side heel little bit of pressure is there actually. And this is the outline. This is percentage with respect to maximum pressure. Where is maximum? You see here it is 92%. That's the highest. Here if it is highest, I'm not able to see it, but here the number will be more than this 92 actually, maybe some 95. I'm not very sure about it. Okay. So wherever is blue, you can see least contact. So pressure is only 5. I mean percentage wise, it is only 5% of the total pressure, highest pressure. So now you see here there is an arrow mark. Print real size. Okay, if you want, you can print real size, or you can just print normal. So this is the printout. So I will make this bigger. See the logo of the hospital will come, the hospital name and address will come, patient name will come, the referral in the sense actually the doctor name for this particular patient I have not entered the name, so there is no name. Referral means actually the consultant. It can be a owner or a consultant of the hospital. Okay. The test title it will be there because I just given us test one, and then the complaint it is not been there. So we will do one test, and then we will see all these points. Okay. Then say static analysis, area of the foot, the forefoot actually 78 centimeter square. Okay. The thrust, the distribution. We measured the length and the breadth. You can see the value. We have seen the area we measured. So you can see here M maximum pressure. And this is the input of the value, and this is the total right foot and total left foot. Total left foot area is 153 centimeter square. Maximum pressure 7.49. On the left side toe only you have the maximum pressure, so that is 7.49 newton centimeter square. Average is 2.46, and then compared to the right side 48% of more thrust is on the left side. So weight distribution is 38 kg here, on this side it is 42 kg. So this is a complete report. So you can have a print here actually. These things are not required because there is only one report. If it is multiple report, you can scroll through them actually. Then compare. So analysis is analyzing one particular waveform. Test like either a static or a dynamic or a postural. Whereas compare, you can compare if suppose a particular patient is coming for a test, you are evaluated him and then you are doing some surgical procedures to improve the stability or whatever it is, and after 3 months you want to see the progression, then you can take then compare with the previous visit, then you can see how much the difference in terms of the pressure, in terms of the area of the foot, in terms of the force, thrust, everything you can compare. So for comparing, so this is the current test. So I will click the search one. So let me see for the same patient. Okay, there is one more is there. So we will use this. This is also the same person. Okay. If you see here, because flat foot, both are flat foot. So the base is almost same. You can see here the values. You can compare individually and see whether um, the improvement is there or not. Maybe you are prescribed footwear, better footwear, and see whether how it is acting. You can also able to see compare. You can see multiple. You can also compare one more waveform or one more, maximum 4 tests can be compared. So here also you can see the sensor level for this sensor level, how much it is. In terms of percentage wise, you can see actually. So wherever there is a print symbol, you can print. When I do the print, you will be getting like this. It says compare two measures. And then video. So if you already taken a video, the video will be here. I have not taken any video, so that's why it is blank. So in that situation, you can compare. You can run it as a movie. This is only a static, so you will not get the movie actually. Only when it's dynamic, because there is a walking motion, the heel strike and then the toe lift off. It's a cycle, so you will be seeing it as a movie. So the whole walking cycle is divided into different frames, so you can see by frame, so it look like a movie actually. In that situation you can run it and then see how your heel strikes. At the same time you will also see the video whether at that time heel is striking, whether supination pronation can be seen very clearly, seeing the video. So you are seeing the pressure waveform and also the physically how the patient is walking. So both can be compared actually. So for that you have the video measurement. Okay. So this is what we are going to do. Uh, Now what we have seen only the images of static. So that's why we don't have limited input. Let me see whether I have a dynamic foot. Yes, this is the dynamic. See here there are some additional icons. So whereas in statics we were not having it. These are all movies. Okay, you can run it as like a movie. Whereas in static only a snapshot like a photo. Whereas dynamic is like a video. Okay. So you can play it as a video. You can see here slowly moving different frames. You can see the total time in milliseconds, how much time they are taking to walk. Usually, diabetes will take a longer time compared to the normal persons actually. So this is one. So stop. So maximum pressure. You can see here M and the redness here. That means M means maximum pressure, and you can see the gate line. Okay. So the gate line will indicate the patient's pronation and supination can be seen by looking at the gate also. And if you see here, area is 190, here 178. Uh, Maximum pressure is 26.42. The same patient we have tested in static. I think that was somewhere around 7 point something Newton centimeter square. Because while you stand static, you don't the pressure won't come out actually. Because it's only a distribution of weight. Whereas while you walk, there are a lot of components comes in like shear force. Okay, so the contact and contact area, everything comes into effect. So the pressure value will be large when you are walking actually. So for the same patient, from 7 point something, now it is showing 26.42. Okay, so that means while we walk, we can see a lot of difference. This is maximum pressure and the average pressure. Same way for the other foot actually. Okay. The same way here I can look at as three-dimensional one. How it is walking. Goes up. This one move by frame by frame. Okay. See here. Frame by frame, this movement can be captured actually. Like movie, this is frame by frame. Stopping. Wherever you have a printer symbol, you can print it. Then this one is, let's see sensor level, how much where and all I am putting the height pressure. This will be the outline along with the gate line, and this is the percentage of highest percentage. If you see here, 95% and 98%. Okay, that is the maximum pressure. I think these two. So highest percentage is this much, and with respect to this, you can see here it's only 4% here, 4% on the outer sides. And if you see here, this is a mosaic. If you see here, it is starting the entire walking cycle. Okay, that means the whole one walking cycle is divided into this much frames. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 100 frames actually. Okay, 100 hertz. This it has been divided into 100 different. So you can see 10 milliseconds, 20, 30, 40. You can see the milliseconds. So here 1000. You can see here heel strikes, and then you can see this is the toe lift off. So the entire cycle you can see it here. This is left foot and this is the right foot, and you have a print symbol. You can also print. This you are saying individually. Left foot is both. So I remove the gate line. So add up gate line. Features are many. So this is for the dynamic. So you get additional inputs in dynamic. So we can do static, that is for weight bearing, and then dynamic, really required for patients to find out the exact pressure variations. You also have a postural measurements, mainly for stability test. That is also a built-in test available. We will do one live test in all static and dynamic along with postural. So you can also see graphs. Graphs are not available in static, whereas in dynamic, you get the graphs. Okay, it's force graph, initial area graph, average pressure, maximum pressure. Everything can be seen here actually. So you can see here milliseconds, that is frames, 100 frames. But this is milliseconds. So you can also take a print out of this one along with the foot image. You can see the pressure and then the area, everything is displayed the numerals, and then on the right side you have the pressure waveforms. You can take a print out. The printout will be looking like this. Same way, you can also compare a similar dynamic walking of the same patient, or if you have some controlled group, want to compare with the controlled group, you can do that also. So we already seen the functions of every menu. Now we will see the recording of one live patient. So usually when you are starting, it will be in the patient menu. You have to click plus, that means new. When the patient comes for the first time, same patient is coming again after some time, then you can use search box and then you can search, then you can select the patient details. So since this particular patient is new, I'm clicking, so it will automatically gives the date, name of the person, date of birth, uh, call, place of birth is not required, male, profession. As I said, you can classify the profession based on the activity of the patient, whether they're doing some sedentary job or whether they're going to stand for research purpose. So, factory worker, height 168, weight. Height and weight are must because you can see here, red color it is written actually. So we need the weight, weight 60. So notes, if you want to type any notes about the patient, then this notes will also be coming on the report. So I can say for demo purpose. So I have to click the tick mark. Now it has come to the examination. So suppose this title is basically for plan, reason for the test. Okay. When evaluating for something, then you can type it. So I'm just typing it. For demonstration. So the height weight comes automatically. The complaint. So if you already created a complaint, then you can click it. Otherwise, you can type the complaint. When you are typing it, it will also ask you whether to save. You can also save it. So after a month, you may get some 20, 30 different complaints. Case history can be typed. So I'm just saying diabetes with attention, 10 years, whatever his history is there, you can type in. Notes, some observation. You can type about the footwear, what they are using. So I can say proper. Whatever you want, you can type actually. So here this is sent by consultant name. And if the consultant has given any specific note, then you can also add those notes. Here there are many things available. Okay, so I am just selecting it. Flat foot. Here, what you can type. So selecting it, automatically it goes to see. First it was in patient, then exam, now in acquisition. So I have four different tests: static, dynamic, multi-dynamic, and postural. Dynamic and multi-dynamics are both are same. This one is only single, one time left foot, one time right foot. Whereas in the multi-dynamic, it allows you to take uh, four times each foot, and then if you find any one particular foot walking is abnormal, you can delete it, and it takes the best value. Accuracy is more when you are doing the multi-dynamic. Postural is same static, uh, but taken for a period of time, like a video. Okay. So now I will do static. Now the patient has to come and stand on the static. So he'll be facing both the foot together. He'll be standing now. Okay. You can see here the green line. When the legs are not evenly placed, you will see a red color. You can see the red color. So once both the legs are identical, then you will get the green color. Ask the patient to stand erect and look straight. Then once you are happy with this, then you can click. Now it is recorded. After that, you have to just select the feet print. Click the center one. So it prints it. Keep the foot in the identical position. So this particular patient, if you see the weight 60 kg, evenly it is matching. On the right side 30 kg and the left side 30 kg, totally 60 kg. And if you see the percentage wise, 50 and 50. Okay, so naturally 50-50. The foot area here is 156, here 163. Maybe because it finds some gap, there is no contact in the instep area, whereas here the contact is more. So that is why the area in the left foot is more. Okay, this is the whole foot. And if you see the this one, it is the same foot divided into two half, front and back. Okay, so the foot area 156 is the total. If you see here 77 for the rear and then 79 for the forefoot actually. Same way, about 50%, 21% on the forefoot and 29% on the rear foot. Okay, the distribution is also the same way. Okay, 58%. So that is one of the reason you have more darkness on the heel area, because he is putting pressure on the heel area. And if you see out of the two foot, the right foot is more darker, and you will see M written here. That means maximum pressure. Okay. The same way on this side, left foot. And if you see the on top of it, it gives you the total area 319 centimeter square, and maximum pressure is 4.33. The average pressure is 1.84. Okay, you can see here 4.33 only. Whereas in the dynamic, it will go at least 7 to 8 times or 10 times, because here only the pressure distribution. So normally, static gives you only the pressure distribution and weight bearing capacity. So we have already seen the other menus like measurements. I can do a lot of measurements, three-dimensional. Okay, and then the sensor level area, you can see here where I am putting the pressure. Okay, then the outline in terms of the highest pressure to the other area in terms of pressure. You can see here, okay, 96, 96, 95, 98, 99. Okay. So highest is 99. So with respect to this, we see here the blue is only 5. Okay. That means almost negligible contact. So we have done uh, first test. Okay, acquisition. We'll go to the acquisition, and then we click again the test. Now it comes to dynamic. So static we have completed. Now I will go for dynamic. So dynamic is walking. The patient has to walk only 1 foot at a time. It is normal walking straight. So he has to keep, by default we are looking for the left foot first. He can walk in any direction. Automatically it will identify and then rotate the foot. He can walk from one side to other side, and then he can stay there, and then again he will be coming back for the other foot. So let's see. You don't have to change. If I have a video camera, then I can click the video recording. I will show you later on. I don't have an external camera at this moment. However, in my laptop I have a camera. You can see how the effect of camera. I will show it you last time. So I'm just clicking it. It says wait for left foot. So patient has to walk on the left foot. So 2-3 steps away, and he should not stop on the platform. He has to just walk normally. Okay. You have seen already the waveform how it looks like. So by this time you can know whether he has walked rightly or wrongly. If it is wrong, you can cancel it. If it is correct, then accept it. Now it is waiting for the right foot. So patient is staying on the other side. Now he will be walking with the right foot. He should not stop, just keep walking. You can see nice motion. So I don't think it is wrong. So I will accept it. So I am getting the both foot. So in both the foot he is putting pressure on the toes only. Maximum is shown on the toes only. Here if you see the third metatarsal head on the left side, little bit of higher pressure, whereas on the right side first metatarsal head, and on the heel area is also little bit of high pressure. And if you see the numerals as far as the value is concerned, on the left foot 197 is the area of the foot, 14.48 is the maximum force, whereas the others we will check the static it was very less. Now it is 5.94 is the average. For the right side it is 14.95 Newton centimeter square. Okay, if you want to, you can also run it like a movie. So it goes in frame by frame, and you can see how heel is striking, how the midfoot comes, and then how the toe is lifting. You can see it here. You can also see frame by frame. I can see here. Okay. Clicking it now, frame by frame, you can see how it is moving. Actually, you get 100 frames. Okay. So this is the complete picture. And this one is, we already seen the mosaic from heel strike to toe lift up. So it gives you time wise. So totally 100 pictures, 10 on this side and 10 on this side. So totally 100. Okay, this is a 100 hertz system. Okay, and you can also take a printout. The printer will look like this. Wherever you are seeing a printer symbol, you can take print. So now this we have completed the dynamic. Let's see multi-dynamic. So I will go again, click multi-dynamic. You can see here 4 boxes on the left foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the right also 4 actually. So it is waiting. So I say okay. So the first left foot is walk. Okay. I think is taken is at the right foot. I think it's wrong. I will delete it. Okay. Again, we'll start left. Okay, now we can right. Left. Okay, right. Okay, okay, okay. 4 times you are getting the graph. If you see this graph on the left side and right side, the left side is okay. Maybe the red color one, in the first deviating a lot. We see here the green means second it is deviating. So I can delete it. So now almost there small variation only. So now I will save this selection actually. So now it takes the average. So since you have walked multiple times, so and then taking the average, so naturally the accuracy level is much better. But it's up to you to take single or multi. So multi means of course it takes time. This factor is there. Depending on the requirement, we can select single or multi. So the same way, the other things are all same. So I will now go to the last one, postural. It is similar to static. Patient will stand on both foot. So we have to also see whether the alignment of the foot will be ah, straight. Okay. So now I click. It's taking for given time 30 seconds. So this was mainly for the stability. If the patient has got instability, then he will start wobbling. So that will be recorded. Center of force will be recorded. Based on that, it gives some values, and then you can interpret whether they are normal or whether they have instability. For the orthopedic applications, it will be very useful. See here, actually, this is like a string. Is moved in this particular direction. If you take this and then elongate like a string, you will get some length. So that length is actually 85.2 centimeter millimeter. It's very small. So people have instability, the value will be more 200, 200 plus actually. So area, the main thing is the length. More the length, definitely they have the instability. The rest the same thing. The weight you can see like static 30 kg and 30 kg 50%. Earlier also it is 50%. The pressure also on the same foot. Everything will be looking the same in terms of the distribution, the foot area, almost everything is the same. The only thing is it is not a snapshot, this is a video. So we are taking measurement for 30 seconds. So based on that 30 second, now we get the length, the path analysis actually. We call it as path analysis. So that will vary. But whereas the other parameters, the pressures, area, contact, that all same actually. Here also you can do the angling, the measurements, three-dimensional. You can see here as a movie because this 30 seconds. You can see here the small variation, the standing pattern. See here the numbers are slightly changing, but the changes is minimum. People with instability changes. That's it. So they have completed static, dynamic, multi-dynamic, and positional. So I will also show you one last again same dynamic uh, for along with the camera video I will show you. So I will go to one position and select dynamic. I will select video, but video uh, since I'm using my laptop, I cannot focus it to the foot. Maybe you'll be seeing some image. Okay, you can see the movement. If you are looking at the camera properly, now it is recorded. Video. You can see here video. The, so the video will also you can play, but this thing since it is so this is how it looks like. So you get the patient video and also both you can run and see. That will give you a lot of with this this for the right foot and this for the so we have covered patient how to enter the patient examination. We can measure all the static dynamic analysis graphs only for the dynamic graphs. Compare compare the same patient before you do some procedure and or before prescribing a foot after 6 months again the patient comes back you can or you can compare with some controlled group